Hello, dear friends, how are you? Many of us are facing the economic difficulties, challenges, financial problems. Indeed, it is not a good situation at all. But some of these people, or maybe many of the people, remain depressed and unhappy and dissatisfied with their life at all. While some of the people here, these people are not unhappy or sad at all, and they are trying to develop at the same time. So I think that everyone else who have the financial difficulties should adopt the attitude of these people who, despite the financial difficulties, they are enjoying the life on the one hand, they are trying to develop on the other hand, and these people are the role models. Now we are going to look upon the life of these people. How do they manage it all so that the rest of the people who remain unhappy and dissatisfied with their life, these people could follow them and could somehow learn to be happy, learn to develop despite the financial difficulties. Let's begin our discussion. And there are, of course, certain things to be understand, to be understood, to be practiced and adopted. First of all, it is the first thing to be done, that is focus on what you have and not what you are lacking. It is like shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. Shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. How can it be done? By practicing gratitude. Practice gratitude. Number one, there are three things to do it. The first is practice gratitude. How can we practice the gratitude? What is the need to do that? When there are difficulties in my life, when I am not happy, I think it is much, much more needed here. And it will help us a lot in coming out of the difficulties. That is practicing the gratitude. How can I, why to practice the gratitude? Reflect on the good things in your life, no matter how small. Reflecting on the good things in your life, no matter how small it is. Not the smaller items to be ignored at all, to be overlooked at all, to be taken for granted at all. Rather, we need to focus on what is the good in my life, and then of course, not even the smaller things should be ignored. Although there are greater things in my life as well, which are extremely important, like most of the people, I am able to walk, talk, eat, listen, watch, smell. I think that is my hands are working, my legs are working. So I think that cannot be bought even with the billions of dollars. So why not to be grateful for all that? So number two, it is appreciate relationships. Appreciating the relationships. How can it be done? Nurture relationships with the family and nurture relationships with the friends as well. The third point, that is find joy in simple things. Finding joy in the simple things, and that is enjoy nature, be in the park for some of the time that is free, and and also enjoy the music and enjoy the hobbies that bring you happiness. So it is, find joy in simple things. Find, enjoy nature, enjoy music, enjoy the hobbies that bring you happiness. So the three of these points for the purpose of focusing on what we have, not what we are lacking. 3 points were practice gratitude, appreciate relationships, find joy in simple things. Moving to the next step, and it is cultivate a positive mindset. How can I cultivate the mindset positive enough despite the fact that there are meager resources? I think it is quite possible, and it can be done with the 3 points. The point number one is focus on the presence, focusing on the presence, not to dwell in the past at all. The past generally have lots of regrets, lots of items to repent, but do not focus, do not dwell in the past at all, and not to worry about the future either. Live in the present. That is, don't regret about the past or worry about the future. Rather, focus on the present. That is the point number one as far cultivating the positive mindset is concerned. Number two, that is practice mindfulness. And how can I practice the mindfulness? Be aware of your thoughts, be aware of your thoughts, and be aware of your feelings, emotions. That is how I can practice the mindfulness. And the third point is that reframe negative thoughts, reframing of the negative thoughts. How can it be done? Challenge negative self talk, challenging, defeating negative self talk, and replace it with the positive affirmation. Whatever positive words which motivates us, encourages us, give us hope, whatever positive sentences we listen from or read or conceive, I think we need to memorize it, we need to remember it, we need to keep repeating it several times in our mind so that it start penetrating right into our subconscious mind. So the 3 points for the purpose of cultivating the positive mindset was focus on the present, don't regret about the past or worry about the future. Second was practice mindfulness by being aware of your thoughts and emotions. The third was reframing negative thoughts by challenging the negative self-talk and replacing it with the positive affirmation, replacing it with a positive affirmation. So that was the second step. About it was about positive, cultivating a positive mindset. The first was focusing on what you have, not what you don't. The second is cultivating a positive mindset. The third is take care of your physical and mental health. Taking care of your physical and mental health, it is eating nutritious food first of all, by focusing on whole affordable foods like beans, like grains, like vegetables. Avoid the junk food, avoid the processed food, avoid the ready made food, and that is the fast food. And that is, first of all, eating nutritious food. The second is stay active. The second is to stay active. Keep exercising your mind, your body by walking, jogging, running, yoga, aerobics, and whatever you can do. Move your body, stay active. At least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise, or 1 hour of low intensity exercise like walking. That is very good. 30 minutes of brisk walking is, at least it is enough. The third is get enough sleep. Once we are talking about the taking care of mental and physical health, first of all, we need to eat the nutritious food. The second is that stay active. The third and the last is that get enough sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleeping every night is needed. 7 to 8 hours of sleeping every night, that is needed by the average people. Now, the next item is find ways to earn and save. Finding ways to earn and save. How can it be done? Again, there are 3 points. Number one, it is develop a budget. How can I develop the budget? By tracking your expenses and income. This is the simplest possible way. And then, reflecting upon it, what was the unnecessary expense which I should have avoided and I will avoid in the future. So now the second is look for affordable resources, and it is utilize whatever is freely available in your society or whatever is available to you on a subsidized rate, on a big discount. Try to avail those things. The third is explore income generating opportunities. Exploring the income generating activities. So that is the third point. As for finding ways to earn and to save, finding ways to earn and to save, that was first of all, developing a budget by tracking your income and expenses. The second was look for the affordable resources, whatever is freely available, whatever is available on a big discount, whatever is available on the subsidized rate. The third is explore income generating opportunities. That is how we can find ways to earn and to save. And the last segment of our today's talk is that is cultivate resilience and hope. Cultivating resilience and cultivating the hope. How can it be done? By three simple ways. Number one, it is focus on the future, set achievable goals, and work towards them. The second is practice self compassion. Treat yourself with the kindness and with the understanding. The third point is seek support. Connect with others who may be facing similar challenges. So that is actually the 5 tier program, which is simple enough, which is concise enough. Let's have a very quick review of all that, because that is a very useful and beneficial agenda indeed. And the first one is focus on what you have, not what you are lacking. Shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have. Number one point was, it was, practice gratitude by reflecting on good things in your life, no matter how small. The second was appreciating the relationships, nurture relationship by nurturing relationships with the family and friends. The third point was finding joy in simple things by enjoying nature, by enjoying music, by enjoying hobbies that bring you happiness. And that was the first segment about focus on what you have, not what you don't have. The second segment was cultivating a positive mindset, again by 3 points. The point number one was focus on the present by don't regret about the past or worry about the future. Instead, focus on the present. The second is practice mindfulness by be aware of your thoughts and emotions. The third point is reframe negative thoughts. That is, challenge negative self-talk and replace it with a positive affirmation. Now, the next segment, the third segment was taking care of your physical and mental health. The number one point was eating the nutritious food by focusing on the whole affordable foods like beans, like grains, like fresh vegetables. The second was stay active, engage in the physical activities like walking, jogging, or yoga. The third point was getting enough sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. It was the 3 point agenda for taking care of your physical and mental health. Now the fourth and the second last segment, that is finding that is develop a budget. That is, finding ways to earn and to save. Finding ways to earn and save. The point number one was develop a budget by tracking your income, by tracking your expenses. Now the second point was look for affordable resources, like whatever is either freely available in your society, whatever is available with the big discount or the subsidized rate. The second point was look for the third point was explore income generating opportunities. So that was the 3 point agenda for the purpose of finding ways to earn, for the purpose of finding ways to earn and save. The last segment of our today's talk was cultivating resilience and cultivating hope. All of that can be done by 3 point agenda. The point number one is focus on the future. Focusing on the future, how can I do this? By setting and achieving clear and achievable goals. Set achievable goals and work toward them. Setting of achievable goals and working toward them, that is how I can focus on the future. Number two, it is practice self compassion by treating yourself with the kindness and with the understanding. That is how I can practice the self compassion. Now the third and the last point is seeking support, connect with others who may be facing similar challenges. So that was the last segment, cultivating resilience and hope. By I think that by understanding, by following, and by practicing these simple tips, whatever we had talked about, we can navigate the life in a better way despite the financial difficulties in our life. So that is all from me today. Thank you very much.